Hi, good day everybody. Welcome to our channel. This is our first video. So I am Jose. This is
Bye-bye.
In case you did not know. So yesterday we put out some questions on Instagram asking like what
people want to know about us.
Yeah, what would you all like to know about us, or what you all always wanted to know about us and stuff like that. I real sorry if some of y'all don't understand what I'm saying. I will try to talk as proper as I can.
I'm really sorry if you don't understand what I'm trying to say because I'm not a native English speaker, so we might have fun with this.
So, if you all didn't know, I am from Trinidad and Tobago.
And I'm from Slovakia, I'm sorry.
Trinidad and Tobago, that is a twin island in the Caribbean. So, yeah, and that is super far from where
I am from. I'm from Slovakia, and that's Central Europe.
And she's not from Czech Republic.
I live here, it's fine. I don't think it's such a big problem. Some people see it as a big issue. They used to be one country, so it's whatever. But we live in Czech Republic currently.
Yeah, but she from Slovakia. Alright, so let's get straight into some of these questions.
I have to say that we were trying to not read, we posted it up on both pages, and we are trying to not read each other's questions. So there is a momentum of surprise.
Alright, let me just get this out of the way one time. I mean, yeah. I don't think we reached there yet where that's something that eventually somewhere in the far distant future we could, but
we could?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
No, we would. Jeez, we will. But right now, we just have so much that we want to do, and so much things that we are preparing for that y'all are about to see, and we're about to like announce to y'all eventually. But there's so much that we want to do first, and I think like we just wouldn't have the time for kids right now.
I think we are on the same page in this. We both want, when we have kids, we want to dedicate the time and love and have the peace of mind as well for kids.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, I have an interesting one. Should we start with the one that was repeating the most times? Which is, how did you guys meet?
I didn't really know where she was from. I knew of her the year before because she dances for Marshall Montana. I didn't know how she came to be one of his dancers. I didn't know anything really about her. And at first I thought, because everybody was saying that she was from Russia. And I think that was just like a joke going around, but I actually thought she was from Russia.
That's not a joke. That's what Marshall was saying on the shows.
But that was just it. I just knew of her because she was a Marshall dancer.
You thought I was mean. You saw me.
No, I thought she was cranky as hell. Because the first time I saw her, she had this don't talk to me face, like this very upset face, and I was just like, what's her problem? She backstage of a Marshall Montana show. She about to perform the next day for the biggest fete in Carnival, which is Marshall Monday, and she looked like the most sour person I ever seen.
Guys, I was hungry, okay? I just needed food. We were waiting. We were doing the tech. That was the tech day. So that was a day before Marshall Monday, my first Marshall Monday, and we were there for hours, and I really needed food. So for those who know me already from Instagram, you guys know that I love food and I need food. So if I don't get food in like every few hours, I get a little cranky. I was working on it the past 2 years since they told me. I've been working on it hard to control my mood. So.
Fast forward, the following year, so my best friend, shout out Mars, he introduced us in one of her first rehearsals that she was back in Trinidad of 2019. Yeah, so 2019, one of my best friends, he introduced her to me. Her to me. That day. She doesn't even remember that. Because again, she was looking like, this time she was looking like she was super high. But she wasn't. She just came off of like a
24 hours trip, 22 hours trip. So I was jet lagged, I was tired.
Yeah. So it was just like it was an introduction at that point, but it was just like, that was just it now. I think our first real conversation was, we had a school tour that season.
And Mars called me just randomly or messaged me randomly and said like, oh, you want to be part of this project, it's for kids, it's to motivate them and stuff. So I was like, yeah, let's do this.
So it's like a creative, it's like, so Mars and I were doing this school tour with GSkell that was just for like, speaking to young kids about being in the creative field. And I didn't even know, I picked up Mars and he was like, hey, we had to pick Bam up. I was like, who? So picked her up and then we had like a long drive because the school was like in south of south. It was deep south. And then we quickly both realized we were both awkward in front of crowds. And
that was why I felt comfortable to speak to him in the first place, because I just feel a little weird if I have to talk, especially with my English. Now it's getting better, but last year, 2018-19, I was super shy to speak English in front of people, in front of a big crowd. So I just mentioned to this stranger that, okay, well, I feel super weird right now. And that's how we started to actually.
And I was like, yeah, I've been doing this for a while and I still feel weird. And I guess she saw that. At the minute I walked out, like, so it was almost like an all-girls school or something. Yeah. So the students, they're always super excited for some reason. I don't know. So when I was walking out, they were just making a bunch of noise, and I just don't know how to act now, boy. So I was just looking everywhere else besides these students.
That was super sympathetic.
After the school tour, we went on a doubles hunt. We were all in the car, her, myself and Maz. We were all in the car and we were looking for doubles late that night. Now usually Trinidad always have doubles somewhere. And if you all don't know what doubles is,
you have to search it.
There's a picture of doubles right here. So we could not find doubles for nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know how that day it was just not happening. We were driving for at least an hour and something looking for doubles. And then we just...
I feel like there was Mars and Naomi, and I was the one that really wanted, I really felt for doubles, so I really wanted them, and he was so kind, and I feel like he saw how desperate I feel. And
I really wanted doubles too.
And he was the only one with the drive to search for them, and yeah, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
But we spent like 2-3 hours searching.
It wasn't like 3 hours. It was almost 2 hours looking for doubles. It was a while. It was quite some time burning gas looking for doubles. But we didn't find the doubles. And then I think like the next day or something, there was one of the first fetes for the season. That morning of the fete, so it was like we finished the fete when sun was about to come up, and she went back to where she was staying, and I went home, and then she just sent me this DM about she get doubles. I loved it. The fakest thing I ever seen in my life. Where I spent so much time trying to look for doubles, and you get the doubles when I'm not there, and decide to show me that you get
I didn't realize they were right in front, they were super close to the place where we've been staying at. Mm-hmm. So I saw the opportunity and I had to grab some.
And decide to show me that she gets some doubles, and I just felt super betrayed at that point. And yeah, I guess betrayal turned into steady conversation, and a lot of it was with food because I think the next time we actually met, she was hungover as hell from a fed, and
He saved my life with this.
and then I was like, oh well, did you eat for the day? Well, she had just gotten up, so she didn't eat anything for the day. So I was like, all right, well, I'll bring you something to eat. and I brought her a cheese pizza, like a cheese pizza with the crust filled cheese thing, like that pizza.
My favorite.
And yeah, we just spent like the whole night just talking, and then one thing led to the next, and vibes get you.
Well, yeah, that seems like I want to.
There's a lot more, but we will spend so long just trying to break down
yeah.
all the different nitty-gritty stuff. So maybe if you're detailed ask questions, we could have another video where we could kind of break it down.
Basically, it was the food
Yeah.
and the conversations, and we were gymming as well.
And
Like,
my mastermind skills. What is it about dancing that makes you love it so much?
what is it about? That's such a I don't know. That's a hard question. For me, it's the ultimate way how to express my emotion and how to also give out all kind of energy, like whatever I feel inside. So, okay, and I will pick. When was the first time you saw him? I will reply to this one.
Well,
I have to.
you have to be you.
Well, the first time I saw him. So the thing is, what I remember is the time as he was describing when we were going to the school tour the first time. I think I saw him before, but that was 2018, and I was just literally focusing on the dancing and everything. So I was not really, and it was a lot of new people, so I'm not sure. I really think it was you. But
Was
like,
it one of my classes? Like the classes I was
No.
teaching? I honestly don't remember.
but the time I remember was when I was in the car and we had the time to speak and feel awkward together.
When did you guys know you loved each other? You said I talk too much, so.
He's setting me up. I don't know. This is so hard. Gosh.
So if there's one thing, we both had our own very messed up past experiences with people that were not so conducive to a healthy environment. However, I feel like when we did connect and we started to speak to each other, it was supernatural. It was not forced. We weren't uncomfortable.
So I don't think we were, at least for me, like, I don't think I was thinking. I was just going with the flow and I was just going for it, which is very different from what I experienced before, because I used to be professional at building walls, and this person just suddenly made me feel so relaxed that I didn't have to like overthink or like, you know, create the distance. We were just spending a lot of time, and it just felt supernatural to be in each other's space for me.
Yeah, same for me. Like my wall building technique is on 100. Like I could build castles around my feelings my way, and we honestly weren't thinking about any of these things. The past stuff that was going on, we just kind of were enjoying that time together for that entire season, and yeah.
You should.
I think so. It was a couple of months.
I don't want to set you up, but I just remember one thing.
remember it super different.
So you don't remember what happened when you put me in the car with the costume on the carnival? How often a year do you guys see each other?
Oof.
So I mean, basically the first year we saw each other, if we count the months together, it was still a lot. So
Yeah, it was
we were
more time
grateful
together than apart.
and we were even saying like we are grateful that we have these opportunities to spend the time together, and we are saying like, because we know the time will come that it will get harder. Boom, boom. Corona.
Yeah, but
Sending love to all the couples that are still trying to make it.
Alright, so then there are just like super sweet comments of y'all are amazing together, I love your energy as a couple, that's super nice. Hi. And so that's like, so it's not really questions, but it's just like support, and we love everyone that shows that support and that we can encourage in any way.
You are the hottest couple I ever seen. That's so sweet. Thank you very much. And there is a question. What kind of problems do you have because of it?
Me personally, I don't really get jealous. I kind of just don't have a do-giver mentality about so many things. And then I met her where she had this great following of herself. She whining on stage. She posts videos whining on Instagram. It's like I met her as a queen. Me and her being together is not gonna take away the fact that she is a queen. There were guys trying, there will always be women trying. It's like, alright, like I have a trophy, you understand? And she's sweet and I can't stop that simply because she is with me. So I don't really care. I think I hype her more than anything else. In the I think there are like some people in like her comments that will be like, I can't wait for Jose's response. I support her 100%. So jealousy is not a thing for me. Even if she tells me this guy was trying to like, I'm like, all right.
I'm honestly trying to learn from it. It's a very healthy approach. I feel like it's a way how to reach the peace of mind in the relationship. Still, as a female, shout out to my girls, sometimes struggle with the perception of certain things. But when it comes to his career, when it comes to like being a model, or he does not, okay. Look at his Instagram, it's a model. When it comes to this aspect of life, I am fully supportive, I would say. And I don't think this would cause any problems.
How long have you two been together? It's going on 2 years in like a couple of days. Yeah. 2 years in a couple of days, so.
Are you guys the same age?
No, she's a granny compared to me.
I have a bunny. How do you say that in English? We say it in, okay, in Czech or Slovak it would be zajček. But I don't know how you say it in English when you have a younger.
Yeah, she's older than me by a year, but we're still kids at heart.
Zodiac signs. Curious about your compatibility.
I'm a Capricorn. She's also a Capricorn.
Let me break it down. Let me break this one down.
Alright.
I was born 22nd, which is the beginning of the Capricorn. But the whole process of getting to this world started the 21st, and it took 20 hours. But I really think that I have a lot of common with Saji, so that's why I say Saji. But it's actually it's Capricorn.
Okay.
But we are not. Sorry, we are not butt-headed.
We don't like clash.
Yeah.
Or like we don't. Our like
Our
personalities
traits,
don't
yeah.
clash. Because as much as we love certain things, we are still very much different.
And we complement each other. That's the nice thing about it, that we really like complement each other in a way where I pull out certain things that he needs to balance, and he pulls out a lot of things that I need to balance. So it's
Are you going to do the dance video together?
But it's a long time overdue. We actually started few.
Yeah, we started a few
but we
choreographies.
never finished it.
Are you planning to move together to Czech Republic or Trinidad and Tobago? Right now we live in Czech Republic, but I think long term she does not like the cold, and I love the cold. But long term, we will like to settle down in the Caribbean. It may not necessarily be Trinidad, but definitely in the Caribbean will be the long-term goal.
I love the heat. My body just feels so nice, and he just loves the cold. How often you actually wine at home together?
She wines way more than I
Together.
do. Together.
I
Oh,
wine on him randomly.
She just, I'll be doing any cooking. Yeah,
I mean,
it's just a
always,
benefit.
there is always a time for a little wine.
It's a blessing.
Sometimes I feel like I'm testing his focus
No,
levels.
for sure.
But he has the thing is, he has a really good focus level, like great one. So me trying to distract him is like a little game for me.
Alright, so I think this video has been super long.
Wait, let's do 2 more. Is that your book? If it is, period. Sorry for you. Okay, thank you. And 1 more. Who is a better whiner? Wait.
If my waist could move the way that her waist moves, I would question myself.
But your waist can move perfectly.
Yeah, but not.
Okay.
Thank you all for joining us in our first video. I hope we answered a lot. There were so many more questions, and we will see you all later. Make sure to subscribe. Click that subscribe button. Like, drop a comment. Let us know where you're from. Let us know what you think. If you have any more questions, drop it in the comment box. We'll try to answer some of the questions down there too. And thank you for all the love, and we will see